Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter. Welcome to your Tennis Now news update. It was the Wimbledon fourth round and the 4th of July, and I tell you, American women were launching fireworks on the grass. 3 American players who are also 3 of the most explosive servers in the game, Serena Williams, Coco Vandeweghe, and Madison Keys, all through to the last 8 at the championships. And on center court, a clash between the Williams sisters, the first in 6 years. And it was Serena coming away with a big win, 6-4, 6-3 over Venus to score her 25th consecutive Grand Slam victory and her 11th Wimbledon quarterfinal. After the match, the sisters hugged each other at the net. The match took only 68 minutes, and it leaves Serena with a 15-11 lead over her big sister in their head-to-head series. No big celebration, though, from Serena after her win. As you can imagine, it's a tough thing to face each other on court, and both sisters admit they don't really like it. Serena says it's very hard to feel excited about beating somebody that you usually root for and that you love so much, and someone who's your best friend. She says it's just never easy. And for Serena, it's not going to get any easier. Up next, former #1 Vika Azarenka. American Coco Vandeweghe also had a very good day, toppling French Open finalist Lucie Safarova in 2 tie-break sets to reach her first career Grand Slam quarterfinal. Coco had never been past the 3rd round in her Grand Slam career until this week, but she did win her lone WTA title on grass last year, so she does have it in her, but she's going to be up against Maria Sharapova, and Maria hasn't dropped a set so far. She is in the quarterfinals for the first time in 4 years at Wimbledon. And the winner of the Maria versus Coco match is going to be playing either Serena or Vika for a place in Saturday's final. Tennis Now photographer Christopher Levy snapped this shot of Coco ready to pounce. Another American, Madison Keys, is having a great run. So far, the big server has hit 47 aces. After her win today, she is preparing to face 2012 finalist Agnieszka Radwanska, who took down former #1 Jelena Jankovic. Madison opened the year reaching the Australian Open semifinals and owns an 11-2 Grand Slam record in 2015. In their only Wimbledon encounter, Radwanska beat Keys in 3 sets. Keys, though, is much stronger these days. Both ladies can be very dangerous on grass, so we're thinking the winner of this match is going to have a pretty good shot to reach the final. Let us know what you think about that. And also a cute side note about Madison. She's usually pretty active on social media, but says her coach, former Wimbledon champ Lindsay Davenport, has basically taken her phone away from her. Seems Lindsay laid down a no tweeting policy during the championships. Probably a good idea. Over on the men's side, Nick Kyrgios made news for the wrong reasons. Watch Nick get a code violation warning after casually tanking a game during his 4th round loss to Richard Gasquet. Now, Nick did rally to save match points to win the 3rd set and held set point in the 4th, but he double faulted twice in the last 4 points as Gasquet prevailed in 4 sets to reach the quarterfinal. And why was Richard praying? You may recall Richard squandered 9 match points. That's 9 match points, losing to Nick at Wimbledon last year. So for him, this was redemption. Gasquet could face French Open champion Stan Wawrinka in a battle of brilliant one-handed backhands for a trip to the Wimbledon Final Four. So who's going to raise the men's trophy on Sunday? Looks like British bookmakers are picking Novak Djokovic as the favorite, followed by Andy Murray, and then Roger Federer is their 3rd choice. Murray could face Federer in the semifinals. Does the Swiss master have another major title in him? Yes, says an authority on that subject, Roger himself.
I think so. I really do. I've won 4 titles this year. I came close last year. 5 sets here against Novak, semis at the US Open. So I know I can do it, It's just that some guys just are really playing very well in some moments, and that's where I also have to elevate my game and play my very best, because anything other than not playing your best against the best when they're hot is not going to do it.
Roger also reveals early in his career, he cried after nearly every tough loss.
I think I used to be so emotional when I was younger that I learned from that. I cried too often when I was younger, all the way from, I'd say, 8 to about 20. It was unbelievably emotional years for me. Every time I lost, I would basically cry. So even as a pro, sometimes on court, sometimes I could manage to get off the court and then break down, which was better. But eventually, I got my act together.
Weeks away now from celebrating his 34th birthday, Roger confronts the R word with each passing year of his career.
Hopefully never, really, you know, but maybe on a professional level you have to eventually, because the body or the mind will just say, you know what, it's been great, but let's do other things in life as well, because it's only a short span of your life, but let's make the most of it. And then I hope I still play for fun, you know, with my friends, with my kids, with my wife in the future, so I'll never probably really retire. But
traditionally, there is no play on Wimbledon's Middle Sunday, but former Wimbledon champion spent the Middle Sunday playing some hard court tennis at Wimbledon. 2013 Wimbledon winner Marion Bartoli tweeted out this image of her hitting with John McEnroe. Caroline Wozniacki hung out with skier and her friend Lindsey Vonn. We like to hear from you here at Tennis Now, and we try to keep things interactive. Last time we asked you to assess Rafa Nadal's future, and here's what some of you had to say. Corbin Collins wrote, Dustin Brown played an extraordinary match, which was extremely exciting to watch. As for Rafa, this is the beginning of his decline, in my opinion. David Wu believes that Rafa can reverse his slump, writing that he might be able to reverse his decline. Dustin is 30, whereas Rafa is only 29. Rafa still could play at a great level for at least 3 to 5 years. Okay, so we're going to hand it over to you again. Post your picks for the men's and women's finalists and your reason for those choices, and we'll share some of those next time. That's the news for now. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you here next time on Tennis Now.